Many parents quietly believe they're too far gone, too tired, too stressed, too worn down by their own history to even feel like themselves again. Here's the real question. Are you actually broken or is your system simply overloaded? Today, we're going to jump into exactly that because we always talk about this. And a lot of times when parents say they're broken, they always go back to simple, I know, things or stories that they may have heard.
I'm getting older.
Mhm.
I have too much on my plate. I just don't have enough time for myself to do it.
Age,
Yeah, it's just a part of
older,
aging. My parents went through this and I have bad genes.
genetic.
I hear that a lot.
I'm a victim for it. I think people assume that those things really lock them into just feeling drained forever. That's their path, and they have nothing they can do about it.
I also hear one that they can't afford it.
I can't afford a healthy lifestyle. I can't do it. It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
But when it feels like we feel like you're really broken, it's usually just a fact that you're overwhelmed
That's a good point.
and you're just waiting for a true reset. And the thing is, if nothing is done about it, then that reality or story that people have in their head can really take over. So it's really important to feel some kind of way change right away.
Yeah, you have to change that mindset because if you think like that, nothing is ever going to change and
Yep.
you'll be in that rut forever. And when, God forbid, you're on your dying bed, you're going to say, why didn't I make that change?
'Cause even though the simple days, you may have good days, they're kind of simple, they just feel kind of, oh,
Heavy and drained. And that's not a fun feeling to go through life like that.
no, you get frustrated.
Yeah.
You,
Yeah.
you could be,
I become frustrated. The whole house becomes frustrated. You feel very angry. It's a ripple effect.
it's completely, and it all starts with, since as parents, we're the core of the household. If we don't take care of ourselves or we feel that we're going down that pathway, the whole legacy or trajectory of the family is going down that way. They feel 100% and they're going to live it in the future.
Yes. And when we say ripple effect, not just only in the family, it affects the family, it affects the children's lives forever if you think about it,
Yeah.
right? How they behave in school or how they behave around friends or the type of partners they attract. Even you, right? If you go through, it's like going through life with a crowbar, right? You fighting everybody you come in contact with, whether it's at the grocery store, the coffee house, at parent meetings, wherever, right? Sports events, whatever it is, you have no energy and it's like, it's affecting every area of your life.
You're not only frustrated, but you just have like a resistance to what even normal may be, and that normal or natural presence, it's gone because it's not us. It's not as a parent. It's just that our core system, our vehicle, our car, it just can't keep up with the life that we want to live. So you really got to think about it. Though. So if you had to really start from zero again, what would rebuilding your energy in a way that actually lasts, doesn't collapse in 2 weeks, right? Because okay, well, I'm gonna do something. I really want to get better, right? And it typically lasts for 2 weeks, or that our frame of mind
Right.
is like, oh, I got 40 years of feeling horrible. 2 weeks will fix it. And so, what would you finally give your body if you can just trust it again? What would you actually do? And a lot of times, a lot of people, they do a lot of different things. When I know, like we went through it, because not only because I'm a doctor and I see thousands of patients who have gone through, I guess, the medical system or tried different things and it just failed them. But I know through my health journeys of being overweight, being low energy, and being able to rebuild it, really understand the problems with those fixes and the struggle with trying to feel better.
And you don't want to keep falling off the wagon and having to restart or you're not restarting because you feel like I'm a failure. I fell off the wagon. I can't do that.
Yeah,
Right? You
yeah.
got to change all of that mindset. If you fell off and you want to do it right, do it again, get up and do it this time. And you adopt these changes, you can do it. And it's life, it's long lasting, I should say, right?
Because we all have our challenges. I have mine, you had yours, and
Yes.
you were really dedicated into like, what? I can't think like that. I got to overcome this, and I'm going to do it through natural interventions.
Yes, because the conventional way has side effects, right? The only side effect I want is good effects. I don't want no bad
Yeah.
side effects. I want good effects.
And that's the thing. A lot of times, you hear it all the time. I got to get my supplement stack. I got to find the right supplements to make me just feel good.
That's right. Or you do restrictive diets. Oh, I got to give up, I don't know, carbs. Or I have to give up Fat. Well, it depends what kind of fat we're talking about, right?
Yep. Another thing is I got to go to the gym and I got to punish my body to just
Ooh,
feel better. And plus, I help me lose weight, get my energy back. I just punish myself.
right. So many people do that, particularly women too. Yeah,
And I think the thing is, we tried those, and that none of those truly really work
right.
because it ignores the deeper core root of the problem, which is a more systems regulation and how your whole body works together. And
Mm-hmm.
that is when you think about, okay, well, what do we do? No, we start from ground zero. If we just want to start living, have the energy back, start living longer and better, be present. Well, that's where we have our core principles that we discovered that really need to be in harmony. And that we call it the vital five.
That's right.
And so I think the very first thing that you really have to focus on is vital nutrition.
Oh, yes, absolutely. You need that nourishment because if your body's starving for that, right? Those minerals and those vitamins, everything that you get through
Food, water,
have staying hydrated.
yeah, just like like a car, you have the proper gasoline. You got different fuel grades, right? You got low, medium, and high octane, what have you. And the better gas you put in it, the better it treats your overall vehicle. The less issues you will have,
Hmm.
longer it'll last.
That's right.
And so it's having a properly structured, way of eating and drinking things. That way, it's properly fueled for your body before it can continue to go and then have your energy. That's your primary source.
That's right. And it even affects your mouth. Dentist here.
It does. It's so true because I can tell just how healthy people are by their teeth and their smile and their gums.
Yes.
I know what's going
Yes.
on.
You could look in people's faces
Yep.
and their eyes and their hair, all those things you can look and see.
100%. Second thing is really have an inner reset, and that is just having proper sleep. I will say this too. Sleep is important, but it's not the most important thing. When people say, I need to get better sleep, other things are impacting your sleep
Oh, once those
patterns.
things line up, you will sleep, is what you're saying.
Got to bring everything into harmony.
Oh, makes sense. Make a lot of sense.
It's got to address it. You got to do the proper things too. You can't stay up late and then wake up early
Correct.
at the same time.
I will say when I had sleep issues, I thought it was normal part of aging. But when we went through that change, we were eating clean, but not as clean as we eat today. I did everything I was supposed to
That you
do.
thought we were supposed to do.
I'm sorry. Let me back up. I wasn't doing everything I was supposed to do, but once I made that change and I was doing everything I was supposed to do, that included the hydration, the proper nourishment, staying away from all the ultra processed foods and all those things, then sleep came.
That it just happens.
And I keep a consistent and use a consistent sleep regimen, hygiene. We go to bed at a certain time every night and I try to wake up at a certain time every morning. I'm not an early bird like you are, but I try to be consistent with that in my diet, in all my lifestyle, which includes my sleep. And that's how I sleep now.
Yep. So sleep is important. It may not be the most important thing. However, it does got to come into harmony.
Yes.
The other thing is really having the toxic offload. That's where you be mindful of all the different chemicals or different stresses in our life per se that come in from the air, water, the food we eat, our home,
The chemicals
the
you put in your
environment.
body, whether it's fragrance sprays,
Your
air
products, yeah.
fresheners, new products women try, makeup, hairspray, all these fragrances, all these toxic lotions, everything.
Yeah, so you got to be aware of it, and then you have a lot of toxins in your body. You got to offload it. Other thing is really having an active body movement.
Yes.
You know, don't got to go to the gym, Planet Fitness, and just kill yourself. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about just moving with the purpose of healing,
So
stretching.
yoga,
Yeah.
hiking, going outside for a walk, playing pickleball,
Simple.
tennis, whatever you like to do, right? Dancing.
Yep.
Any little thing that just, as long as you're moving your body.
Got to move. Again, don't move, everything's going to be out of balance. And the last thing is really having a level mindset. And that's where you start to really emotionally, spiritually begin to regulate your nervous system. Just being aware of how your body works. I take less sleep. You take a little bit more sleep. Stresses in life. Be able to, hey, I'm good. Some past traumas. I had some guilt here, but I'm good now.
You process it, whether that's through talking to someone or journaling about it, feeling that pain and processing it and let it process out your body is the way to do it. So you can move forward. So then nothing will hold you back. And once you get past that, your nervous system does what it's supposed to do. There's nothing that can stop you.
Your nervous system is meant to keep you alive.
Yes.
And so when those 5 things are out of whack because we're doing all these different hacks
That's how you have
and different
disease.
things, why you have disease. That's why
Just
it's
ease.
offloaded and you're struggling with all this different stress. You're uneasy, have no energy. And so those hacks don't work because they don't address the five components that you need to have that energetic, healthy way of living.
That makes so much sense, everyone.
Yeah, but when you do incorporate and you how to harmonize these components together, you're gonna have energy that stabilizes, energy that will last, and your life changes just for the better.
Yes, you make better decisions,
Oh,
right? And you have better relationships with friends and family. I hear people say they don't speak to certain family members anymore, and that baffles me
mhm.
because that does not make sense to me. But then if you look back, there's some toxicities in there.
There's some past traumas for whatever reason that's
Traumas.
still
Yep.
affecting the story we have in our head
Yes.
that impacts our beliefs,
Mm.
our actions, and they kind of go back to our overall needs. And it can be very productive or unproductive type of actions.
Mm.
And those patterns really dictate the course, our path through life that it's on. And that's why when you think about, hey, my gosh, I'm just broken. Well, where do you learn that story from? But that's not what happens if that's not true. Do you know that for a fact? And the most likely answer is that no, we
No.
don't know that. It's a story we've been
Right.
telling ourselves.
Right.
And we still tell us a different story, and we're not going down this anymore. We're going down here. That's when everything begins to change. And that's why I just love what we do on our coaching program because there is no program guaranteed like our program that we have put together.
That's right. So for more information, follow us on Instagram
Yes.
or reach out, DM.
Yep. At Dr. Taj Haynes HQ is the best way to contact me. You can find me on Facebook as well. Just Google my name. I'm the only Taj Haynes out there. I'm one unique.
Yes. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Well, until next time, be well.
All right. Take care.